The NHS is the largest employer in the UK, with over 1.2 million employees, both full-time and part-time, across the United Kingdom. And in the celebration of the 75 years of history, they announced their future plans, which is majorly centered around 3 R's: retraining of staff, reform, and retaining of staff. In this video, we're going to be looking at the impact of these future plans on agency staff utilization and international recruitment. So if this sounds like an information that you would love to get updated on, kindly keep watching this video. Hello, my name is MJ and you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are a first-time viewer, thank you for watching this video, but make sure you subscribe to this channel before you leave. To all of my old and returning subscribers, I really do appreciate you for your love and your support towards this channel. On this channel, I share with you reliable updates centered around nursing practice in the United Kingdom, migration tips for nurses and other healthcare professionals, and I also share lifestyle vlogs and fun vlogs with you. So if this sounds like an information or the kind of update that you love to get, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn my post notification on so that you are the first to get notified when I do have a new video uploaded, as I upload videos every week. Just before I proceed to the main update for today, I'd like to put this out there. I am not a recruitment officer and I'm not an immigration officer. So all I do is share with you updates that I believe would be beneficial to you on this YouTube channel. So in the comment section, be careful of individuals that are impersonating me, claiming to be my helpline or my PA, because I do not have anything like that. If you'd love to reach me personally, kindly send me an email on nursemj01@gmail.com. Without wasting much of our time, let us get right into the main updates for today. NHS recently announced their future plans. One that I'm really concerned about is the plans to cut down on international recruitment and agency staffing. So why do we have this reform plan in place? The plan is to, invest more in training staff to take up more leadership roles, and in turn filling staff shortage so that they can reduce their dependence on using agency staff and also international recruitment, which is absolutely a good idea. It is a good idea and I believe that it should be welcomed. However, there are certain things that I believe that they should put in place before they take this decision. So every year, the NHS, they have a meeting, the board of leaders and directors, they have a meeting, and during this meeting, they identify areas that are costing them a lot of spending. And one of the identified areas is the areas of staff shortage, which is costing them to spend a lot of money on agency staff recruitment and international recruitment. So the plan is to train more staff and improve the current bank rate, because they believe that this will encourage more permanent staff to take up bank shifts. This is both a bad news and a good news. For those of you who don't even know what agency staffing is all about, so in the United Kingdom, agency staffing can be likened to travel nurses or travel professionals in the United States. There are agencies and companies in the United Kingdom that provide staff to hospitals that are suffering from staff shortage so that they can fill in these gaps. That's majorly what agency staffing is about. And the reason why a lot of staff tends towards agency is because agencies earn more than 4 times the regular rates that permanent staff earn. On an average, agency staff earn around £25 per hour, whereas permanent staff will be earning around £14 to £17 per hour. On the high level, the highest you can earn as an agency staff is around £100 per hour. So tell me why people will not go for agency staff. Apart from the high rate of pay, there are also other benefits that are attached to working as an agency staff. It offers you flexibility, right? You can work anywhere and at any time you want to work. For those of you who are concerned if this update is real or not, yes, this update is real. And I'm going to give you a few instances because this is already low-key ongoing. Although across the NHS we should have similar structures, but some NHS still have different structures. For instance, in Northern Ireland, there's currently a framework in place to reduce the utilization of agency staff. And this is because they identify that a lot of money goes into recruiting agency staff. So they are reducing the number of agencies that they recruit from to agencies that cost them little to nothing much to recruit from. And this was announced around 9th of May. I initially wanted to share this update with you guys. I don't know how I skipped it. And also was implemented starting 15th of May. So these things are already ongoing. This is already rolling. Currently in my trust, there has been a drastic reduction in our use of agency staff. A lot of agency staff have recently complained to me that their rates are now so low. They have reduced the pay that they give them and also reduced the number of shifts that they get. We used to have also agencies that we have permanent contract with, and now their contracts have been terminated. So this is something that is most likely going to really happen. But the good news is this is still a proposal. In the next 5-10 years, do I think that this is going to be implemented? I mean, do I think that this is really going to fully happen? Like, will they really stop using agency staff, and will they really stop international recruitment? Well, yes, but in the next 5 to 10 years, this is unlikely. This is because the training will take a while, and usually during winter they get really desperate for staff. So this is not something that will happen right now or immediately. So the sun out there, if you're an internationally educated nurse, the sun out there is still enough for you to dry whatever you want to dry. Make hay while the sun is still shining. If you have plans of migrating to the UK, the best time to take this plan serious is now. Stop procrastinating. As much as I'm projecting that 5 to 10 years this might not happen, it might happen earlier than we actually think. If the NHS really wants to stop agency staff usage, or they want to stop their staff from taking up agency shifts, they need to improve current staff pay, not just the bank rate, because some of us are not interested in working too much. We are hoping that our pay is enough to have a decent life, but it is not even enough. So the first step should be towards improving staff remuneration, providing more support for staff out there so that they feel supported, and also more incentives need to be put in place for staff to be encouraged to serve their employer, especially in these trying times. Things are getting more difficult, more expensive. We are in economic crisis that a lot of staff pay cannot even sort out basic bills. These are the things that the NHS should be focusing on right now. Another thing I would like to highlight is that agency staffing sometimes might be unsafe, because some agency staff do not even have that in-depth experience and knowledge like the permanent staff, and then they end up getting more pay than the staff that are doing the bulk of the job. And for them, this is for the staff, this affects their morale. This update about reducing agency staff use is not just something that the government came up with, but something that also the staff raised their concerns about. So I'm just letting you know that it's like a collective opinion going around in the NHS. NHS employers should be having exit interview. And what do I mean by exit interview? When staff are leaving, have an interview with them, have a discussion with them to know why they are leaving. So when you identify why they are leaving, able to identify problems, we are able to provide solutions to actually prevent reoccurrence. And I believe this is a good development, and it should be welcomed and implemented. But there should be measures in place to improve staff pay and support the staff before this happens, because this might create a major issue. If you are an international nurse and you have plans to migrate to the UK, Please stop procrastinating and get to work. I have a video coming up for those of you who are concerned if the UK is still recruiting. Please, this does not mean they have stopped. They have not stopped recruiting. Okay, it is still a proposal. So please, the UK is still recruiting, and I have a video coming up that will help you, give you tips on how to apply from even a red list country and secure yourself a job before the UK closes this channel. I hope that I answered your questions, and I hope that you found this video useful. If I get any more updates regarding this, I promise I'll bring it down to this channel to share with you. I want to hear in the comment section what's your general opinion about agency staff utilization in your trust. Do you think it impacts your morale, your productivity, or patient safety? Kindly drop your own opinion in the comment section. I really want to read from you. I want to know what you genuinely think about this update. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye.